Welcome everyone to another episode of the Guild of Brockheart, brought to you by AE&D. It is I, Bork17, your DM for this campaign, and we have Donnie Danger and the Man Bear playing
Hey,
Gale, what's his face, and Gnomeface.
Ooh.
What's Gale's last name?
Gale Glavinus.
Glavinus.
Kind of like, yeah,
Okay.
like a glaive, but he's Glavinus. It's supposed to sound fierce.
I don't know if that's is. I don't know if that's worse than a dad joke or not.
It's a little bit worse.
A little bit worse. Okay. So yeah, Man Bear has a new headphone so he can hear us this time, as that broke last time. So, yeah, last time we had a half-hour session, 45 minutes. But let's just jump into where I guess Gale was when we last let off. So last time, Gale was introduced. He arrived at the city, and you went and discussed things at the palace on what helping your mission out. Yeah, you discussed it with the, what did I say, a lord? Did I give him a name? I think so, maybe.
He was an orc, and his name was Lord of, Zon the Giant. And he is the Lord of Quoth.
Yes, Zon the Giant. Gale spoke with Zon the Giant and came up to an agreement where Gale he's headed to the city, oh crap, the other one.
Oh, well, we're in Ahkasai. Quoth? Right.
No.
Are you talking about?
That we are in Quoth, Ahkasai. So yeah, he has to go to Ahkasai, and along the way, in the mountains, that there's some trolls that have been harassing, goers, and so Zon the Giant asked if he could help out while he's on his way there. So, he Gale decided that putting up a flyer to try to entice other people to help out would be a good idea. And we were just finishing that statement or that meeting when the Man Bear had to go. And yeah, so that's where we're gonna start. We can start with you, Gnomeface.
Okay.
Oh, before we dive in, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, review, give us thumbs up, share, spread, all that good stuff, please. We appreciate it so much, and we appreciate you watching and listening.
Follow us on YouTube.
Yes. Links are on my profile or in the description. That's it. So, yeah, Gnomeface, you end up waking. So last night, you went up to your room in like the afternoon, evening, and you kind of just relaxed and fell asleep. You heard some commotion outside, and you just said screw them, and then slept the night away. This morning, you're waking up. It's a pretty nice day out. What are your plans?
Well, I know I've got approximately, according to the dockmaster lady, at least 3 days. So I know I saw some magical stuff in the shop area, but I was running on time and I wanted to check the boat, so I didn't go look it out. So my first stop for the day, after having my breakfast that I paid for, that comes with my room, my first stop will be the shop area. I want to the Bazaar Quarter.
Yes.
I want to look around for any sort of magic key stuff. Magic books, magic spells, spells on enchanting. You know me. Anything shiny and glittery.
You're not gonna like narrow it down for me. You're just gonna say what's out there.
Well, you said you would make something up. Not for this.
I forgot about
When I
that.
was in the shop, you said you would make. I want to work on my weapon enchanting. Like that's one of my goals because it is my profession, and I want to be able to sell my weapons to make some good money. So anything to do with weapon enchantment would be a big buff. And spell books. I'm always looking for new spell books.
Yeah, going through, you don't you see a whole bunch of vendors, like, so it's like, a flea market style bazaar. Um, there's a handful of characters out there. You see a lot of like kits on like um kits for like attaching, like or making like the metal like have the spell adhere to the metal better and stuff like that. By like enchanting the you have like there's some runes that you can enchant and you can put in the slots type of thing. Um,
Okay.
like basic stuff like there's some stuff like that. Uh, there's runes, and then there's some tattered books, but like you're reading them and like you can peruse them, but they kind of look like they're just you don't know the legitimacy of them.
Okay. So they look interesting, but I can't tell if they're fakes or not. Gotcha. I want to pick up a basic one if I can, a basic example of the runes. Just so I can, not too pricey, so I can test it out and see if it is something that's actually worthwhile.
Are you looking for like elemental runes or like status effect
I
runes?
can already do elements on my own with just the book I learned enchanting from. Enchant 1 MP per, yeah. Um, apparently, I don't know where that book went anymore. My my enchant weapon spell has always been able to do my basic elements. Um,
So,
so I would be looking for more like durability, damage, or like special effects, like maybe making metal flexible or something like that.
but you
But
were saying that you want
basically,
to work on stuff to sell the weapons, right?
yeah.
Because the enchants you have currently are you can enchant it, but once you stop, it's like a concentration. Once you
No,
stop,
I have two different ones.
oh,
I have enchant and disenchant, which is my basic enchantments. Those are my permanent ones, which I was working on. Those ones require me to use a jewel. And then I
gotcha.
have enchant weapon, which is 1 MP per turn to keep enchanted.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought you had the jewel, but okay.
Yep. So for the
um,
runes, like I said, I'm looking, if I'm going basic, start with something like durability and damage.
uh, I'd say there's a there's at least a basic durability one.
Okay.
Um, we'll say it adds 50% in terms of damage. Um, I'll have to I'll have to create more data on it. Um, yeah, so you find one of the vendors, like you're dealing with one of the vendors, and you're looking at are you looking at like the spells, or are you looking for like runes to enchant yourself?
The spells, so I can do it. Or no. Um, it's the runes that I put into the gemstones, right?
You just have jewels that you enchant that you put into the weapon.
Yeah. So learning the runes so I can put them on the weapons would be what I would want to do.
So learn the spell to
Not,
enchant
yeah.
the accessory.
I don't want something temporary. I want something that I can practice over and over again.
Yeah. Okay. However, it comes out to be, yeah. There's one with a whole bunch of like um what am I trying to say? That there's one like that they have like little sections like the durability level, and then they're like organized based upon durability and uh sharpness. What? durability, sharpness, speed. What's the other one I'm looking for?
Hmm.
I don't know. I have it in my brain, but I can't think of it right now.
We talked about it.
So, uh, I'll just say they range from adding percentages to your weapon, so you can go like 25% up to like doubling this speed or doubling the endurance of your weapon.
Oh, I'm gonna start at the basic level, so the basic 25% until I learn it.
Okay, I'll get you a cost
And
later.
yep. And I'll do I'll start with just the durability and the sharpening. I won't go any farther than that.
Okay.
And then after I peruse the stores for a bit, I would go to look for a job board so I can make more money than I spend.
Yeah, that reminds me. I was supposed to do it this week, but I forgot about it. I have to come up with like items that you want to buy, so I'm not blindsided.
Make up reasons to use all the money you're saving up.
I'm not saving up a bunch of money. I've only got 8,000 Floyds.
Say that like it's not a lot.
Most of my Floyds went to building the guild house because a certain somebody was broke.
I said
Okay, so it's comparatively quite a bit.
Donnie spent like 8K on a double two-handed greatsword, so
And I spent like 12K on a guild house for all of us.
Say you got a pretty good sum saved up.
you say that like so um God, I can't think of words today. Anyways, okay, yeah, so the
That's
job
good
board
for a
is at
DM to
19.
not be able to think of words. Okay, I go to 19 then. Doop, 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 doop.
Well, I mean, I could try to think. It's the way that the word that say you're talking down to someone.
Condescending.
Yeah, you say that so condescending, like oh, I spent my money on the group, not just myself.
I did. Because Donnie Danger doesn't think about the group.
Well, as far as Gnomeface knows, there is no group. There's just Gnomeface now.
Hey, way to kick a man while he's down, dude.
So spend the money on the group all you want.
I mean, I will have to say, Toriel and the Prince actually put in the most money. So if you
How did Toriel put in the most money?
no, I said Toriel, and then the king or the prince put in the most money.
I know the prince did, but how did Toriel?
I was saying
Wasn't that?
Toriel put in money, but I just wrote it all together.
Oh. Okay, gotcha,
There was
gotcha.
a
That
space
makes
in
sense.
between there.
Ah,
Yeah. So the job board's here. It's actually a quite sizable job board. It's like a octagon.
okay.
And each side has like a uh category. So like you walk up to it and like you interact with it, and then there's like your HUD pops up, and there's the whole list of it. Looking at the top, well, before that, this octagon like ring is the wooden ring. It's like a gazebo type style looking like, but it's in the
Okay.
middle of this giant park uh on the edge of this island, or the corner of this island. So like this whole park, people are going around quite a bit, and then you get to the middle like plaza, and then you see this like gazebo looking style job board or board, and it has like 8 sides, and each side has a different class of um jobs. Uh,
Categories.
yeah,
Okay.
different categories of jobs. So looking around, you can see it like ranges from like lost and found stuff. You can see like there's escort missions. You can see there's um like challenges that people can do. You can see that there's like errands in a sense. And then there's also like of course the classic kill this beast, there's a reward. Uh that type of stuff. There's I'm missing like 2 or 3, but
Okay.
yeah. What pick is your fancy?
What picky is my fancy? Um,
I I said that wrong, but
I
I was
hate.
just gonna
I
roll with it. You had to bring it up.
well, I wouldn't have.
What
Okay, so the ones you listed, I'd be most interested in the Goblin Chief head, because then I can blow up little goblins on the way to the Goblin Chief, and it'd give me more room to cast and to practice with my magic. So, I would probably take the Goblin Chief job.
Okay, so you wanna? Sorry, I was not recording at that time. You want to say that again?
Said if anything, I would take the Goblin Chief's head job, because that'll give me little goblins to blow up and fight, and more things to explode on the way to get to the Goblin Chief. So that would be my preference, Goblin Chief.
Okay, so yeah, I mean you click on it and it's like, and then on the HUD it's like, okay, click. You know, you should be doing this, but I'll tell you how to do it. You click on it and you're like, yes, add it to my quest list, and then a sign is active pops up, and then you have like a little waypoint to go to in the direction of where it is.
Sweet. I see no point in waiting, so I start heading towards the gate that I need to exit and towards my next victim.
Yeah, okay, so in the time in the morning you head to the east gate, and like the description was like, yeah, you have to go, you know, go down a ways, like quarter day travel. That's what the best it was. And then on the edge of the mountains, because like the mountain range goes all the way down that way, you find a little in cove, and that's where they saw them last, like run away to.
Okay.
So, all right, you're leaving. Gale, we'll switch to you. Um, so if I remember correctly, you last talked to the Lord, and
Yep.
did you made the posting yet, or were you gonna go? They showed you the room that you can use to interview or stuff like that.
Well, I needed to make the posting before I could interview.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like I know they showed you the room, but did you make the posting after the meeting or not?
Yeah, that was the first thing I was going to do. I was going to make the posting. It was a priority. And then I was going to wait on that while resting with my squires, my fellow knights.
Okay. Yeah, so you end up making the job posting. Um and so you were told that like you have to attach it to like the job board out there. Um or the main city job board whenever you get a chance. So yeah, you rest quite a bit, and then you relax before or after you want to do that.
After.
Okay. Yes.
A diligent knight.
So the job board is in the park that you actually had that wrestling match with, or the fighting match with the night before.
I was right there in the park. I thought I was in the city outskirts.
No, there's a big old spot in the park.
All right.
The map I used was out of the outskirts because I didn't have a map loaded up. But yeah, so you end up getting to uh the job board in uh
The
plaza.
missing diet.
The plaza. Why can't I think of words today? Yeah, so you end up coming to the job board in the plaza. You know, same description as before, because you're seeing this during the daytime, so you're kind of surprised by how large just this job board is. But then you know you get reminded that this is a like traveling town or a very frequent town. People coming and going all the time. Some people live here, but most of the people here are just in for a day and out. Um, so yeah, you end up you have the same options as Gnomeface did. You have like the different sides. Which one would you categorize this under?
This is an extermination quest. I need help, assistance in exterminating a particular type of foe. It's a powerful one, but it is still an extermination quest.
But are they escorting you?
I think
they
it would
going
fit
to,
under that. Yeah,
are
they're escorting
wait what? So you cut out at the end.
escort a contingent of knights in slaying a troll.
No, I was saying like, are they escorting you to your destination? Because the troll isn't your destination. The troll is just on the way. Are they
Oh,
escorting you to your destination, and this is what you're doing along the way, or are they bound to you only by up to the troll?
okay. So this is something I actually need to clarify with you. I am going to Ahkasai, right? That is where I'm going to, and the troll is on its way, right?
The troll is in the mountains, yes, or yeah. Ahkasai is in
Okay.
the middle of the desert.
Okay. Yeah. Then I would put it on escort us to Ahkasai, with request to assist in slaying a troll on the way.
All right. Yep, that's what. So you click on the HUD and you're like, all right, I'm adding this. It asks you find a job or post a job. You post it, and you fill in the description, and mark it as high priority or no.
High priority. We don't want to dilly dally here.
All right, so you mark it as high priority and put a signature on there with a stamp and slap it on there. And then now if you go into find a job or find a quest, like it's in there. So you successfully posted it to the job board.
Are my fellow knights with me? Do they just follow you around, or are they staying at the inn?
They were at the palace with you. They were with you
Okay.
and talking with the king. Um, I was assuming you told them, yeah, I'm gonna go post this, and they'll be there for the interviews too. But I
Okay.
assumed they were just there for, or that you were
That
just gonna
makes
go
more sense.
post it and then go back to them.
Being high priority, I probably would have told them to stake around waiting for any adventurers to show up. They can move kind of quick, maybe. So, if anybody lashes onto this posting real quick, I just want them to be there ready to interview.
I mean, aren't you going straight back? It's not like they'll beat you by too much.
I know. I'm just very, very excited about continuing with this journey.
No, I get it. So
Uh,
you end up going
so,
back. Are you going straight back to the palace?
well, I take a moment to see, how many adventurers are running up to the job board.
Oh, it's frequent.
Huh. I just take a moment to look and just see if anybody's looking at mine.
You cannot tell. It's all
That's
done.
bad.
So it's all done within the HUD. Like you see people pull up and they pause there for a minute. Like they're kind of like just staring at the job board, all kind of like in similar levels or whatever. But like they just stand there and you see them like click around with their like waving their hand in the air and then they walk away.
Very neat. I'll head back to the palace with my fellow knights.
All right.
I am excited.
All right. Cool. Sounds like a plan. What the fuck? All right. So you head back and you hang out in the um kind of in the office. The Unless you want to do anything else while you're there, but the Would
If some giant allows, I'll wait in the lobby with my fellow knights.
the secretary would prefer you don't.
Just a preference?
Like you guys aren't going to be cramped in the office. Like there's a waiting area and stuff out there, so you could wait out there, but not in the very entrance, like the lobby of the palace.
I'll wait outside. Adventurers can see us and stroll right up to us from the job posting.
Okay. What was the phrasing that you used in the posting?
Aid in slaying a troll in the mountains. On the way to Ahkasai. Clear a mountain pass for kingdom trade routes. I posted the official kingdom insignia. Payment has been left vague to be discussed after application.
Did you say where to apply?
The palace.
Okay.
Yeah, the palace.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're letting the secretary know that that you'll be waiting outside so that they can come get a hold of you if someone shows up.
Yep. We're
And
standing by, standing ready, and standing close.
are you planning on talking to every single person walking towards the palace on their way in?
I'm
Or are you
ready
going to be
to.
patient?
I'm going to be patient.
Okay. That's the right answer.
I was prepared to do everything I needed to. I am not a smart knight, but I am a diligent one.
I mean, if you're bothering everyone coming in and out, like you're not in the main palace. You're in like the office that's on the way to the palace. So like, if you're stopping everyone that's coming through, like you'll be talking the entire day because there's people coming in and out all the time. That's why
I know.
That's why. All right.
I'm-
So that's you and your fellow knights. Just hang out, relax inside or outside, right near the palace grounds, or on the palace grounds, I should say. And you wait for people to show up. Gnomeface,
Yeah.
switch to you.
Yeah.
You head on out. You get to the gate, the east gate.
Yep.
Then what?
I head towards my target. I have a beacon, you said, right?
You have a vague waypoint, yes.
So I just kind of leave. I leave, start heading towards my target. I don't have my mount, and I don't really want to ride a horse. So I just kind of start walking. Ha.
All right. So you start walking. You look ahead. You see, the beacon of the general area where it's supposed to be, and you start going straight. Just walking. You walk off the path in the grass. Some grass gets taller, some grass gets down, or is lower. You climb over the boulders in your way. You start climbing up the side of the mountain and climbing back down. Do you want to do a monologue of what you're thinking during this time? Give people an insight on who Gnomeface is.
So basically, right before everything went to shit, I had just found touched myself with my magic. I was starting to feel the movement of the ocean, the magic in the world, the magic in the stars, and I was really getting back in touch with that again. And then everything went to shit, and my friend got eaten, possibly. I got thrown across the ocean, and I'm now lost. So I'm trying to rekindle that magic again, like I was just starting to experience. But every time I try, anger and frustration and loneliness kind of build up inside my character, and he's basically, like when you're you're doing something, but at the same time in your head you're cussing out whatever you're pissed off at, and you're freaking out, and you can't really truly focus on what you're doing. That's what he's doing as he's climbing over these rocks and climbing through this, what is essentially a forest to him, considering he's a gnome. A forest of grass, and he's just irritated and pissed off, but at the same time, he's trying to focus on these new runes he learned and all the greatness in this world, but he can't quite get that focus as he's walking towards his goal, hoping that, blowing up some goblin faces will help relieve the stress.
All right. Not quite a monologue, but I mean, it suffice. I'll accept it. It was great insight. You might have to talk to Donnie about how to give a monologue.
Yeah, he's pretty good at those.
I do like a monologue.
Anyways, you finally get to like the entrance of you get to the entrance of like the enclave of where it like the beacon is bringing you. You're feeling pretty tired. You did not take the easy route and just walk the road. You decided to go. So all that climbing and the walking and the rough terrain kind of wore you out a little bit. Because you didn't specify, so that's what I did.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you just gonna walk in, or are you gonna prepare yourself? This is the time.
What's it look like? What can I see? Just the
Um.
gate, or
Well, let's you want to get directly in the like walkway of where the enclave is. You kind of just see that it like cuts into the mountain.
okay.
It's like um you can see like it's the mountains, like it's like a valley in the mountain, kind of like grown over the top. Like there's a canopy over the top from all the trees, but like the bottom you can tell is like a lot thinner than most of the forests around here.
Okay. Oh, like I said, I'm in the mood for blowing shit up. So I can see it's kind of like enclosed at least a little bit.
From where you're standing, I mean, if you take a second to like walk around in that, yeah, you can see that this is the only entrance nearby that you can see, like that goes into the mountain.
Okay, well, I'm going to double cast casting train. So one out of each hand because I can two-hand cast. Exploding fireball. Earth-coated fireball. Sorry, that's what it's called. Earth-coated fireball. So essentially, 6 earth-coated fireballs are getting launched at this gate.
I mean, there's no gate.
Well, at this enclave, as you stated it. I just want to blow the entire fucking thing up if I can.
I mean, it's more like a tunnel, like a doorway style. Like, is it?
Well,
is that not the right word that I was supposed to use?
tunnel, doorway style is fine. I'm still launching them down the tunnel. Yeah, I'm just fucking shooting them down there blindly, hoping to blow up whatever the fuck they hit.
All right, you do so. You shoot 6 earth-coated fireballs in repetition into the opening of this enclave. You don't hear anything for a minute, so it's suggesting to you that this thing is a little like either deeper than you were like thought.
Oh.
But after a while, you do hear like the relative like wave of sound of all 6 of them blowing up.
Okay. After I hear all 6 of them blow up, I kind of prepare. I prepare to cast again, but don't quite cast. I come around the corner and I start heading down the tunnel. And the first creature I see gets firebolt, not earth-coated fireball, firebolt into the face.
Okay.
Well, what I'm expecting is that
Yep.
Either they're going to charge at me in revenge, since I just attacked them, or they're going to be running out of their homes in fear, since I just blew it the fuck up. So anything that's coming at me is going to get shot in the face again.
All right. So this is the area that I'm using. And what you guys see is that.
I see a blank screen.
Yes, turn on
Yep.
fog. I have to
Okay,
turn
now I
on
see
the
nothing.
fog of war.
Nice. Now a black blank screen.
Indeed.
All right,
There we go.
put yourself on. No, it's the whole fact like you have to actually say you have to like try to reveal areas in order to
Hide area. You have to try to hide to turn on the fog of war, and then you
yes.
can start revealing.
It is pretty obtuse.
Yep. Okay, so 100, and then that dual cast of Earth Coated Fireball cost me 20, so I'm at 130. So sorry, doing mental math.
I do it all the time. Out loud, just like that. No judgment.
Okay.
Do they have a fill tab, a fill option?
I don't know.
Oh shit. Those were supposed to. Wait. I did it on object layer, and I wanted to do it on map and background. My bad. Nope. Well, sure. You know, I really like D20, but sometimes I roll 20. Sometimes there's the drawing stuff on here. Leave stuff to
Annoying.
be desired. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So anything that you see is white is like the cable wall or the mountain walls or whatever. Anything that's green is like the grassland area that you're walking on.
Okay.
Stop walking.
I only went forward one spot.
Yeah, that's too much.
What I do every time there's fog of war.
That I'm kind of happy that the dynamic stuff doesn't work because otherwise, like Donnie would be explaining like this is what I'm thinking and this is what I want to do, and the time it took him to say that he moved 10 squares and probably spoiled something. Okay, I token something or another. I have one in here, right? I don't know where they went. Oh, that one works. Oh wait, no, that one. That other one was a skeleton.
Are you doing a sound for this dungeon by any chance?
If you find me one real quick, and poof.
Oof.
Yeah, if you find one for me while I'm trying to figure this out, I'll play it.
I'm gonna look it up.
So, well, I'm doing this. Yeah. Anyways, you're walking and
You told me I'm not allowed to walk.
yeah, you're not allowed to walk any further. Are you walking? You're walking down the tunnel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my
Yeah.
goal.
So you're walking, and as you're walking, you hear a little something. It sounds
I
like a
point.
disturbance of like the natural whatchamacallit. Not the force.
I don't know what a whatchamacallit is.
A disturbance in the force.
The force is weak with this one.
Essentially, you're walking down a tunnel. You're walking down a whatchamacallit, and you hear something that gets echoed to you in the distance, like someone kicking a rock or something.
I point my hand at him at the sound, ready to cast as soon as I see a target.
Um. All right. At that point, you two you two goblins end up showing up. You can start to see that like it's dark and the light finally like, gets to them, and they come running out with spears to see what's going on.
Immediately shoot them in the face.
Okay, Dan, I got one. Tabletop audio in tracks. Outpost 31.
Um. It's an outpost.
Yep. Just kind of an ambient, unsettling track.
All right, do you hit?
Yeah, I hear it. Sounds
Like
good.
I said, I shoot fireballs at their face.
Yeah,
Am I
do you
supposed to
hit?
roll hit? D29. A 419 and a 13. Do I hit?
Wait. Do you hit with the 19?
Seven damage. So it would obviously be first and then second. I always go left or right.
Hit left.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah. You oh, they don't weren't updated. Yeah. So as you hear the noise, and you're like, oh, there's people there, and you fire. Um, in the darkness, you fire at the sounds that you hear. In the darkness, the fireball kind of explodes a lot quicker than like you were anticipating, and it illuminates the goblin that was running out. The one on the right ends up shooting right past, and for a second you can make out the shape of the other goblin. It is like dark vision style time.
Mm-hmm.
Not that lit up yet. So
Okay. Well, he's running past me, and he's not the goblin leader, so I'll leave him be as I continue to walk forward,
No,
as
no,
long as he's not trying to attack me.
no. You shot past him. He's not running past you.
Oh,
Now that you hit and shot at both of them, now they're both aggro to you.
okay. Well, then I get ready for combat.
Roll initiative.
$17.
Thank you for adding your information character. Yeah. Yes, clear the list. I clicked wrong.
Hmm?
All right, you're up first. This guy actually gets up to there. This guy, when you hit him, you stopped him in his tracks.
Okay. Well,
So like, you shoot your 2 fireballs. You hit the one. The guy just gets taken aback because he was, he didn't.
Mhm.
They didn't necessarily see you, so he ends up stopping. The other one that was running kind of gets you end up shooting the fireball right behind him, and he's just stop, look, and then he's alarmed, and then he looks and he sees you, and by that point he's a lot closer to you than the other one was.
okay. Well, I'm gonna casting train. So 3 shots, right into this guy's face, and then the other guy, I'm just gonna single shot with my other hand. I'm not gonna do a full casting train. So
Okay.
I'll roll for the single shot first, and then the casting train. 19
The 19 hits.
plus 45. 8 damage.
Okay.
And then a 10, 24, 10.
The 24 hits.
11 damage.
I heard a weird sound. All right.
Sorry.
Are you okay, Zeus? All right. You do that. Then it's his turn. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
He attacks you with a scimitar. Then he gets a double attack. An unnatural 20 and a 10.
The unnatural 20 hits. My ass hurts.
7 damage.
Oh,
My turn?
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. Just confirming. I'm just gonna single cast with both hands. So 2 firebolts instead of wasting the magic of a double of a casting train, since I see the other one's dead. A 24 and a 12.
The 24 hits. So you end up taking, this guy collapses in front of you too.
Oh.
Then
I don't even have to roll damage.
you have 1 HP.
Oh, okay.
You want to roll damage for 1 HP?
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I was
okay.
confirming.
If you hit, yeah, it was done. Setting, remove all turns. Clear. Okay. So yeah, you end up firing at this guy, and then you pause for a second. You're like, wait, where'd the other guy go? And he's chilling over there, just collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Keep moving forward.
Okay.
I'm not even interested in looting them. I'm interested in blowing things up right now.
No, that's fair. All right. You can move forward up to that point.
So what next?
I mean, I said you can keep moving forward, but
Oh,
I
you said to that point. I kind of figured you meant middle-ish.
Now you see why I just keep moving my character until I'm told to stop.
see the problem with you. It's fine if you do that, but the problem with you is you're talking while you're doing it. And so it's like you're like I'm gonna say what I want to do and stuff, but you keep moving your character. So I feel like a dick if I'm interrupting you. And then eventually, at a certain point, it's just like if you move one more time, I'm gonna throw something at you. Either move or talk. Don't do both. That's where I have an issue with it.
I'm going to keep moving forward carefully, carefully.
All right, so yeah, the you keep moving forward, and the place is actually kind of dark. Um, the ground looks like it went from a green, like lush color, to like more of a rocky. It doesn't look as if there's um as if it's like grass. I don't know if that's what you thought, but it doesn't look like there's actually like grass along the inside here. So you're not going into like a opening within the mountain. You actually like it's perceiving as either like a dead place, a dead like nature wise, or you're underground.
Okay. Um. Well, I'm not afraid to burn it then. At least that's good. I keep heading forward.
Okay. Move forward 2 more squares.
Boop.
Do you have dark vision?
No, I'm a gnome. I don't believe gnomes have dark vision.
All right. I'm giving you a little extra. Actually, no. Wait, I thought gnomes did. No, was it halflings that did?
Maybe.
Oh wait,
Not
nope.
sure. I don't think gnomes are actually a recognized race in the D&D handbooks.
Anywho, you get to this point, and you have a feeling like it's um, it's the like the sense that like you're in a larger area. Like the I guess the pressure of the area, this room change. By the time you hit this point, you notice
Oh.
it like it um you're not you can only see so far, and like you stop necessarily seeing the walls. I don't know if you didn't say you were zigzagging, so I'm assuming you were just walking straight. And
Yep.
so like you didn't necessarily focus on the fact like the walls aren't there anymore. Um Whether or not you could see them, but like it's you could see like a little bit area around you. But like you get the feeling that like it's a lot like empty space around you. You know that feeling?
Okay. Yeah. Um. I don't really have a light spell, but I do have a firebolt. So, I mean, oh, you know what? I'll just pull out my fire rapier, my fire blade,
Okay.
transform it into a rapier form, and use that to light my path.
All right, so
You
you
may
pull
have
up.
to switch over to Owen for a bit. I have to poop.
Hey,
I was just that's not what the sigh was for. The sigh is the fact like you just now I have to dynamically
now I have to put
draw.
more work. Now
Yes.
we fall in there. I know how it feels. It sucks. You were hoping to surprise him. I get it.
Either way, I'm gonna go poop before I shit this very chair. So I'll be
Uh,
back.
I already
Did you get
switched
my
to the other person, so
Dan?
what?
Did you get my
You keep cutting out when you said get my blank.
text?
No, I haven't looked at my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, here's another track for you. Darkling in Compotech. It's good for a faster paced encounter.
Oh, okay. I might choose that one.
I like Outpost 31 just for like the ambience. It's unsettling. But when it comes to actual fights, I like to switch it up.
No, that's fair. I just generally don't look at my phone while I'm streaming. Um, yeah. So, oh God, I should have. I did not prepare well enough for this. Throwing this out there, like I literally worked for like what 40 hours or not 40 hours. It was like 24, 26 hours this weekend. That last weekend.
I'm not judging. Like I get off of work from like 10 hours of standing on my feet, move my hands around. You know what it's like. It's like not really going to have a lot of energy and mind space to make up a good encounter.
Oh, I just meant like in prep work. Like I had today off to catch up on stuff. Well, and because I have Monday off, so I'm like, well, I need to get my projects out, and I just like hammered out last weekend. So like pretty much I woke up and I went to work and worked the whole day, all less just so I could get my stuff out, so people I could possibly meet my deadlines. Um, because I have to wait for to get the reviews to get back. But anywho, all right. So you make your way to you're back at the palace. You know, there's people coming and going all the time. There's a um yeah. So throughout the time, there's a couple different people. Do you want to roleplay on the interactions,
So
or do
let's
you?
role play.
Okay. So I'll say in the time that you're there today, you had about 3 different people show up.
Okay, entrant number one,
So
approach.
uh, I mean you see some people walking up and stuff, and they go inside, but then you know every so often one of them will come out and they like walk down and they head to you from the doorway, and they're like, the secretary sent me here. I'm responding to your job post. And who stands in front of you is like a 7-foot orc with an axe on his back, kind of ragged clothing.
Okay,
Um,
excellent.
huh?
Looking good.
And he walks up to you. He's like, yeah, I'm. The secretary said that guys were in charge of that the troll posting.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking for people who are willing to lay vanquish to a troll in the pass on the way to Ahkasai.
Why was it in the escort missions?
Well, you're escorting a contingent of knights on the way to Ahkasai. The troll happens to be in the way.
Okay. How long is do I? So I'm assuming I have to go with you all the way to Ahkasai then.
Yes, that way we can arrange a proper reward.
How long is the trip are you taking? Because I have like 2-3 days.
Well, Since it is on approach to a troll that is interrupting passage from normal convoys, we're going to be going on foot. So might be a bit longer than that. I'm sure there's no problem for a seasoned adventurer.
Meta-wise, it's about a week there and back. Whether or not you stay there, it'll take longer. He goes, yeah, I'm not, as much as I love, I mean, I have something in, like, towards the end of the week that I have to be back for. So, like, how soon are you looking to leave?
As soon as you're ready.
Who's all
Right away?
Who's all gonna go?
You, me, and my fellow knights. If you're so willing.
Just the four of us?
Yes. This is an urgent quest, after all.
He looks at you, kind of like taken aback. He's like, "Well, I wish you the best. If I know anything about trolls, if you see one, there's a couple nearby, and I don't think the four of us are gonna handle it. So,
Well, hey, you don't have a party?
you didn't
Sure.
you didn't require a party on your listing,
Not a requirement. It's an option.
but I thought you were like waiting for signups, and then you already had a couple people like signed up, and today was the last day that, or tomorrow is like the last day that people could sign up. But if you refer and leave right after this, I can't fight some trolls with just the four of us.
And today is preferably the last day. It says urgent. And pay is open to discussion.
With all due respect, like I understand that, but payment really isn't going to do anything if I don't make it back.
Fair enough. If you don't feel confident that you can tackle a quest to vanquish a troll on the way to Ahkasai, feel free to look for other quest postings.
I wish you the best and good luck. I hope you make it back.
I lean over to are the other knights with me?
Yeah, they approached you as the one guy. They saw it's like you guys are together, so like the person walked out, like looking for all three of you.
Lean down to one of my fellow knights. I'm just like, rookies, right?
He kind of, he responded like, I mean, the man has a point. Did you think we only needed one person for this?
I'd hope we'd only need one person. A desperate enough adventurer, if they're well equipped and in enough of capacity to tackle this, would jump right on this. Building reputation for knights of Brockheart isn't something anybody would pass on.
The knight looks back around you. He's like, that guy didn't have any armor. He only had an axe, and I don't even think he had two boots on. I don't know. He might have got a couple good hits in, but like I don't think he would have stood up for it. And he is right. Like the Lord only said that there was one troll for sure, but like if you find one, there's usually a couple hanging around. I I don't want to step on your feet because you have the seniority, but as important as this quest is, like my wife's there at home, and I mean his girlfriend is pregnant, so like we'd like to make it back too. Would you like kind of like agree to like giving it 3 days, and after the third day, like hopefully we can have like 3 other people joining us?
Very well. I can postpone the urgency up to 3 days, but the glory of the king only has so much patience. 3 days. I'll let anybody posting or responding to this post know that we have 3 days to wait for our adventurers to rally and join this together.
The other knight chimes up like, with the work I've done at other job boards, usually I mean I'm not sure how often you've interacted with it, but when I see like the urgent ones, that's usually like, hey, we want this done within a week or something like that. Like cut do it as soon as you can, but like we've only had that posting up for what, 3-4 hours now.
Hmm.
Usually people
Use-
give it like a couple days before they like raise the price or something type of that nature.
Hmm. True. Maybe I've been overzealous in my quest to provide service to the kingdom.
I, this is very. I'm taking notes as we speak. Like I wish to be just like you someday, sir.
No, that's good to hear. Zealotry is always a good trait to have for any knight.
Although in this instance, we may need to have a little patience. I mean, just my experience with job postings and job boards.
You
I had to
know,
make a buck once.
a good teacher does learn from his students. I'll take a page out of your book. Patience. I'll place the urgency on 1 week's notice. That'll be enough time, I'm sure, for adventurers to sign up and form a party to aid us in this escort mission.
Uh, I thought you said the other one chimed in. I thought you said 3 days.
Well, 3 days, preferably, but I can extend it to a week. You guys in a rush or not? I'm a little confused. I'm getting mixed messages now.
Sorry, I had a little scratch. No, they're both saying be patient, but like not like let's leave in an hour patient. Like maybe let's leave in a couple days. Not say hey like make it earlier than like sooner than a week, but like not like later than today.
Okay. Yeah, but 3 days. That's it. Putting the stamp on it. 3 days.
Essentially, you guys are talking for a while. And someone else like they point to you and they're like, boss, and they point behind you.
Oh, another person inquiring to join this mission. Well, speak at the aid and tell me of your qualifications.
In front of you, you see like about 5 foot tall human woman. Has a bow on her back, a sword at her side. Has some like nice boots on, but like kind of like they're not leather, like studded leather boots and some studded leather armor. Looks actually pretty kept up, but yet worn. Um, and she goes, you guys posted that troll thing or the job about the trolls?"
Indeed, we did.
Yeah, I'd like to join you with it if you. Well, you guys are headed to uh Ahkasai, correct?
Yes.
I'd like to join you. Uh, do I do have one question though.
Speak.
Is the trip to like Is the troll attack going to be on the way there or on the way back?
Going to be on the way there. It's not going to wait for us to come back before it attacks us.
Um,
We're clearing the mountain pass.
is there any how soon after we get there are you guys headed back?
One moment. I raise my finger. I look to the fellow knights. Is there did Zod Zor? Hold on. What's his name?
Is on the giant?
Did Zon the Giant mention a time restraint on this?
They reply no, but I'd assume like with what I believe you have work some stuff to do there. I'm assuming it'd be a couple days that we're there and then we'll head back unless you have any reason to stay longer. Hello.
You guys probably don't want to hear this, but I think I just lost a decent sized chunk of my soul.
Oh, that's good.
That means you're becoming more of a statuesque being.
Hey, that's a good way to look at it.
Essentially, like you guys are gonna get there and your business shouldn't take more than like 3 nights.
Okay. That's fair. I look to the adventurer and say, we'll probably stay in Ahkasai for 3 nights before returning to Quotith. Is that fair for you?
She replies, yeah. Would you mind if I stayed a couple days later and then come back? I have some family out there, and I'd like to, see them for. If I'm in the area, I'd like to see them for more than just like 2 days.
A family in Ahkasai?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's fair to adjust a job posting. We really only need help vanquishing the trolls en route to Ahkasai, so it's fair that we spend those 3 days discussing payments and then part ways there. And I look to the other knights. Is there any qualms with this adjustment?
I can hear what you're listening to. Excellent. Silence. The like I said, yeah, I don't see why not. I'm sure if she left her information at the palace and we got it figured out ahead of time, that her reward could be picked up when she returned.
Of course. So yes, we can part ways once we reach Ahkasai. The main draw of this quest is in helping us vanquish the troll, of course.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, my bow is at your side, ready for you.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. Hold on. Well, I get out a note and paper. What is your name, adventurer?
TBD.
TBD. I am excited to make your acquaintance and invite you to this quest. We will be departing in 3 days' time. Stay,
He goes, oh yeah, you can call me Tonya.
Tonya. Stay tuned to the job board to stay posted on your future traveling party, along with us knights, of course.
Do you not want to discuss rewards or payments?
Oh, I thought we were going to do that in Ahkasai.
No, you're gonna establish it beforehand. You're not because you have business to attend to once you're there, so you're not gonna cut that short to talk to her.
Okay.
She can still back out if you're not willing to pay what she needs.
Tonya, I assume next we're going to be discussing rewards. Before we get to that, how seasoned are you?
I've shot my bow quite a few times. I have a ability for multi-shot. I can shoot 4 arrows in 1 turn, and I'm an expert marksman. I have a bonus for shooting targets over 100 feet away.
Pretty qualified. You could stay in cover, provide a accurate cover fire from a distance. Yes.
So yeah, I've been around once or twice. So yeah, we're good to go.
Excellent. And what do you need as far as rewards go? We are humble knights. Keep in mind.
Well, a troll is kind of a big deal. So I was hoping I could get enough money um to apply for the academy.
Oh, let's see. I look at my wallet. On my person, I have 500 Floyds. I could offer you up. I'm willing to part with 100 immediately, though. If you're more patient, I could write up a commendation from the kingdom, and you can await payment from them based on your performance during this escort mission.
Well, as you're saying that, one of the knights walk up to you and kind of tap you on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, boss. I believe Zan told us that they had a representative that would help discuss payments. Who should be in on this meeting with us. I believe that's why we were supposed to have this meeting in the office.
Oh,
He would be there, and if I remember correctly, if he told you something else, that's fine. But that's the last thing I remember.
of course, Tonya. Here, I'll refer you to the office and request within for payment. There should be a representative in there who is aware of this job posting who can refer you there.
She says, "Okay," and she starts walking, and one of the knights like taps. He's like, I'm gonna go make sure she understands the job, but I would expect you to be there. But if you don't want to be, that's fine, sir. I'll make sure she signs up. Hopefully, they can give her enough money."
Okay. I'll join. I'll join in. I'll come with. But I'll leave one night here just to interview more people.
Yeah, wait, why am I being left behind?
Somebody has to be here to represent the knights and greet more eager adventurers.
But I thought the secretary was gonna direct them to wherever you are.
We're outside in front of the building.
But now you're gonna be inside. The other guy chimes in. You know, boss. This is not how I thought this was gonna go.
I guess not. I got a little overzealous, okay? I wanted to greet everybody. I just wanted to see everybody who could adventure with us. Ah, jeez. Okay. We're gonna move this greeting stand in a little bit towards the front desk. Right?
No, the secretary tells you like, yeah, you can't have that out here. You're gonna have to be in your office or be outside. That works fine. But the representative from finances essentially is in the office waiting for you guys.
To the office, then.
She goes, I'll send more people who ask for you to the lobby over there. So, or to the waiting area. So if keep an eye outside the door, or when you're done with this meeting.
I am happy to keep an eye outside.
All right, so you enter in, you have a discussion with the secretary. You head to the waiting area, and then you go on through to the office. You all head in, and you see a a man sitting down at his own desk off to the side. You walk in, you take a seat behind the desk, and the two knights, stand off. They're not like hovering next to you. They're standing off to the sides more, or actually they're on the couch on the other side. So the woman comes in, sits on the chair, and she goes, yeah. So you sit down, she sits down, and the representative walks in. He's like, "Oh, welcome, guys! Glad you guys could join me. Um, I am the the representative of this city to help with the convincing of the adventurers."
For the Knights of Brockheart, adventurers shouldn't need to be convinced to help us in our tasks. They should feel compelled. After all, Brockheart is a glorious kingdom.
That is true where you are from, and I respect that. But this is a very commerce heavy town, and so the people coming through here normally speak the way of the coin, sir.
Oh, yes, I see.
So on that part, I understand that you are a knight, and with that, there are some limitations. And Lord Zahn did tell me to make sure that you were that, or he told me that we were covering the costs or the liabilities of this. So that's why I'm here. You're the fisherman. You hook them on with the bait, and I reel them in.
I clasp my hands and I bow. I was just like, "This is very generous." I was over-eager, overzealous in my tasks as a knight. And I almost passed up on this bestowment upon the lord of these lands. For that, I apologize. And for this, I thank the lord of these lands, Son the Giant.
He goes, "It's all good. We've all been there before." So yeah, let's get down to. I see you have a applicant. I'm assuming she has just started to discuss reward, which is why you guys came in here.
Yes, Tonya.
The woman then responds, yes. I asked if I could have the money to, or if my reward could be the money to get into the academy." The man replies, "Miss, you do know that is like 10,000 Floyds, right?" And she goes, "Yeah, I don't know how I was gonna get the money any other way." He goes, looks at his notes and stuff. "Well, I suppose a letter from Lord Zahn would be able to get you in the academy. Would that suffice for you?" She goes, you kind of see her perk up, like, "Ooh, yes. Wait, so just like that, I'd be in?" He goes, unless they try to say no to the Lord." He goes, "I will take that."
Holy
"Yes, I
shit.
will join you. When and where should I show up when we're ready to kick this off?"
Oh, well, join us at okay, what part of the border of
You'd be leaving out of
Florida?
one.
We'll be leaving out of where?
The number one.
Number one. Join us at the Mammoth Gate in 3 days' time. How much time is that exactly from where we are?
I'd say it's about like, I mean, not to put an actual day. Let's say it's Tuesday, and so that would be like Tuesday, like 2:30 p.m. or something like that. So you could do like Thursday night or Friday morning.
Okay, I'll say noon. Keep it simple. Noon on Friday.
Um,
Ah,
are you okay over there?
I'm tired.
That's fair. The guy chimes up real quick and he's like, "Sir, could I fan or could I request that you guys meet here, maybe a couple hours before that, a little earlier than that? It'd be more beneficial if we got the people's information, um, just to confirm their identities when they come back."
So depart from here.
Yeah, so like meet here like Friday morning essentially.
Okay, yes. Meet here Friday morning. I say as if it's my idea.
Yes, thank you. And she goes, "All right, I will be here then. I'll see you soon." Is
Yep.
that all you need from me?
For now, until Friday, yes.
Well, it's been my honor, sir. What's your name?
Sir Gale Glavinus, the bright fist of Brockheart.
It's been an honor, Sir Gale. Um, and fellow knights, and she heads on out.
Yes, we got an adventurer.
He goes, "Good job, boss. You did." They say the two of them say in unison.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Whoopee! Okay, we just need a few more now. I mean, it is a troll after all. But, of course, I shouldn't be surprised people are flocking to assist the Knights of Brockheart.
So,
And with Lord Zahn footing the bill, could we be any more blessed?
uh, the one knight kind of goes, I thought you knew that all along. Um, I was curious on why you pulled out your wallet there." And they kind of both just chuckle, like laughing out loud as they're kind of making fun of you, but hoping you laugh
You're
as well.
Settle down, fellas, settle down. I am but a pious knight after all. It's in my nature to take everything upon myself, as it should be in yours. One day,
Yes, sir.
it is a duty of the knight to shoulder the burdens of others.
They go, "Yes, sir. It was meant to be a joke. I apologize."
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
I'm sure.
So the rest of the day is pretty quiet. Like you guys, you know, lollygag about and stuff like that, but no one shows up at all. So, yeah.
Nobody else is showing up. What's going on, guys?
In that note, we'll switch back to Gnomeface. Boom. All right. So you were before your unexpected disruption. You pull out your
Yeah, I was in the middle of the cave. I pulled out my fire sword, transformed it into its rapier form, and held it aloft so I could see a little better.
all right. I'm gonna say uh at this point you end up having wait, no, reveal areas. That's the one. With you end up revealing, like, if you spin around in a circle, you reveal about this area.
Okay.
Um so this you still have that feeling that, like, it's like empty in here or whatever. That it's like you're in a lot more open of an area, but like it kind of feels empty. And I don't know if you stop to do this or whatever, but you have your flame rapier out, your flame
Mhm.
sword, and then like in the direction you're facing, you hear some like uh what sounds like something hitting a rock or a step or something. You hear it, but like in the direction behind you.
Okay. No. Hmm. I turn around. And the only thing can't think of a logical reason to not turn around.
Yeah. I mean, you turn around and you point your. I'm assuming you like point your sword to see
Try
what.
to highlight it.
Yeah. Um, Nothing's there. I mean, you actually do see a pebble on the ground, so like maybe something threw it, or if it's there,
Um,
who knows? I mean, it is a rocky ground by
I am
default.
kind of coming to my senses in the fact that I just kind of stormed into this goblin stronghold. So I want to cast my Earth Spike Shield and have my shield start to, float behind me. So there's something constantly behind me as I look around.
Okay, you do that. Um, but at the same time that you do that, you hear another noise behind you.
Glad I did that. Um, I shout, "Come out, you cowards! Face my wrath!" Kind of channeling my lost friend.
Uh, at that note, you hear a little more commotion. Like you hear the sound of stuff tapping. Like
I'm going to. Is there still a significant sound coming from behind me as well, or is it just all around me now?
now it's starting to become all around you. Initially, like whichever direction you were looking, it happened to be behind you. But now
Okay.
it's kind of like it's kind of all around you now.
I'm going to.
But like it's spotty. It's not like all at once. It's just like ting down here,
Yeah.
here.
I'm going to. Yeah, you know what? That actually makes sense. Um, I'm going to casting train, two-handed cast, an earth-coated fireball, and I'm going to take the cardinal directions. Um, so 12, 3, 6, and 9, as well as an extra one, say 10 and 1, because I get 6.
That'd be 1:30 and
And
10:30.
that's fine.
You look confused.
Yeah, because 30 is the minute hand, so that would be weird. I don't know how this would count as 1:30 and this is 10:30.
Usually, when people are divvying out directions in a clockwise manner, they're just referring to the hour hand.
Yeah, that's why I was confused when you said 1:30 and 10:30.
Yeah, but if it's like directly north is 12, directly
Mhm.
east is 3, halfway between that's 45 degrees, but each number on a clock is 30 degrees apart. So you have to get halfway between number 1 and number 2, and that's 30 degrees, so that's 15 degrees. And the hour hand moves 15 degrees for every 30 for every in a half hour time. Because
We all understand that you're smarter than us.
it moves 30 degrees for a full rotation.
I mean, if you want to specify that it was going to be directly northeast, you could just say northeast.
Just kind of meant between 12 and 3.
Well,
We all
technically
get
that'd be
it, Bork. You're the
southwest.
smart one.
um,
Anyway, so yeah, I want to do that.
roll 6 times.
Backslash R 6D 20 plus 5. Let's see, we've got 12, 12, 11, 13, 9, 11.
So you use your casting train, and you kind of do it kind of really superhero ish or fancy like and you kind of just like poof, 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 and as you spin around in a circle, and you see them all shoot out. Uh, and you hear them. Well, you hear most of them connecting to the wall, except the one that you shot in what you think is the way that you entered.
Okay. These are earth coated fireballs, so they're the explode ones.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just letting you know. So
Do you
anything
roll?
in the general, and they get a 5 foot area of effect from wherever they explode.
Okay.
1d4 at a 5 foot area.
Is that guaranteed, or do you roll for that
Yeah,
too?
that's guaranteed.
Okay.
The AOE is guaranteed. The D8 of damage is the hit.
Wait, say that one more time.
There's a D8 of damage.
Yep.
That's whether or not I hit. And then there's a D4 for the 5 foot area. That's guaranteed.
Okay. Okay. So the actual fireball is the D8, and then the shrapnel is the D4.
Yes.
Okay. Well, roll 6 shrapnels then. So if that was guaranteed, then you should have just rolled that one anyways.
Oh, why did I only roll one?
He's channeling the rage and impulsiveness of Donnie Danger. He's not thinking.
Okay, so my first one's a 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2.
Okay.
So I figure start at noon, end at 10:30 if you want to be Mr. Specific.
I
So
do.
the noon would be the 3, then 4, then 4, then 4, then 1, then 2.
Yep. No, I gotcha. Okay, so you did that, and it gets really silent. Like before you actually shot that out, like the different tappings and stuff and hissings or whatever, they were all around you, kind of like in random directions at all times. After you shot this out, it got really silent.
Okay. I kind of stand there. I keep my earthen shield behind me, of course, but I'm also feeling a little smug. Like, yeah, you try to psych me out. See what happens when you fuck with me. I'm kind of like muttering as I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Nice. I love it.
Respect.
Yes.
Uh, and then so you're standing there and you hear a. I mean, it's not common, but you hear what sounds like a spell being casted, and it's like echoing in here.
Okay.
And from, I will say, from the where you pretty much where you ended, with the last two shots, right in front of you, you see a big like orb that like a glowing orb, kind of like essentially what you see in front of you. It goes from like a pea to a basketball size.
Hmm.
You just see this like glowing orb pop up in front of you.
Hmm.
Um, and then get and then it starts flying towards this like up, like it's towards you but up. Like it's not coming straight at you, but it's in your direction and like above you.
Okay. Um. So it's
And
flying
it's
towards me. Is it flying towards me fast or slow?
it's pretty fast.
Okay, I try if I can to jump the fuck out the way.
But it's
I'm
no,
not gonna. I'm
it's
not gonna.
above you. By the point it gets to you, it looks like it's like 50 feet above you.
Oh, so it's not like actually coming at me.
No, that's what I said. It's going up.
Oh, okay.
It's coming. It's your
Gotcha.
direction, but upward.
Um,
Um,
can I use my general knowledge of magic and my wisdom to see if I understand the point of this spell?
Uh, roll. I think. Well, your like intelligence is your spellcasting, is it not?
My wisdom is my spellcasting.
Why are
18.
you always reading books?
Hmm.
I feel like if you wisdom, you'd be more of like a
Meditating?
I meditate too. I meditate all the time.
no meditating, but you'd be doing more like rituals and doing more like of natural like gaining magic versus just reading about it.
I don't know.
Sorry,
Wisdom's always
it
been
was
my magic
disgust.
casting.
Yep. So, anyways, you you don't really know. Um.
Even with an 18?
Yeah, you haven't come across anything like this before. The closest thing you
Well,
could think of was the like hill or the cliffside with the um.
with the sun orb thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I'm interested, but I also know I'm in enemy territory, so I am going.
I mean, Donnie would flex at it and then taunt.
Gnomeface may be in a very bad mood and want to blow shit up, but he's not Donnie.
Well, at this
Um,
point, so like you had an action to do, and you
no, oh,
you
that's fine. I
used it
take it.
to uh do it like
Inspect it.
inspect it. Yeah.
Yep.
So while you're inspecting it, you're like, "What the hell is that?" Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't look offensive. I will give you
Hmm.
that.
Okay.
But as you're doing this, like, it's going above you, and at this point, it's like getting right above you, and you're like, "Yeah, it's like it's floating. It's not coming towards me. I'm not sure what it is." And then all of a sudden, it gets super bright.
Okay.
Um, you're essentially looking directly into a spotlight now.
Can I react to try to not blind myself?
I mean, yes. Roll a d20 agility DC of 18. No, 17. Because you were intently looking
I
at it.
got a nat one. It's
All right.
shiny. I can't refuse the shiny.
Hey,
You were
someone,
currently Donald Trump looking at the solar eclipse.
Pretty much.
That's literally the best way I can describe it.
Great. This is gonna suck.
Okay. So now you're just looking up, staring at the light that's currently like glaring or shooting down at you, and you're kind of like, wow, that's really bright, but you're still looking, and it is that way for a second or two, and then you hear the sounds all around you start kicking up again. um and that note, actually, roll for initiative.
Okay.
here we go.
8.
uh
Hmm. Okay. Dan, I misspelled my text twice in case you were still interested in the soundtrack. It's Darkling, not Darling.
Darkling. What?
In the soundtrack,
What's the name of it?
Darkling,
Yeah,
Dark.
Darkling what?
Just Darkling in the Incompetech
Oh.
category.
Add to blah 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 playlist. Alright, we'll hit play.
Yep, that's it.
That one's a lot. No, where's the audio? Don, you should turn yours down a little bit. Give me Final Fantasy vibes. All right. So you have blinded for 3 turns.
Yeah.
Do you have the turn order open?
I did. And I don't anymore.
Is there a way that you could close it when I put something in there? Because I'd rather have you not keep track of all these, but I'd rather have you not look at it.
I mean, let me see. I can shrink it so I can only see the top one. Other than that, I can't do anything. It's always there. I could just only see who's currently going.
All right, give me a couple seconds for me to write these down.
Mm-hmm.
Would you roll an 8?
Yeah.
Oof. Don't you have? Oh, you do modifiers. Um. Um. Okay. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so so you hear all this noises and stuff and whatchamacallit. And all of a sudden it gets like without your sense of sight, all the like noises around you are getting louder and louder. Because like your hearing picks up a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're kind of distracted and kind of like loopy by that. Um okay, a natural 20 hits is a 17 hit.
Just a second. 17 does not, no.
Okay, and then a 7 and 7 miss. I put a space in there. So a 12 misses, a 6 miss, a 23 hit, and a 8 miss.
Mm-hmm.
You take 21 damage.
Okay.
Um, and then it's your turn.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is run like a chicken. No, I'm just kidding. Give me a second.
Correction. I will give you 5 points back because you do have the Earth Code shield behind you.
Um. Okay, I'm going to. Fuck, being blind sucks. Well, heal small wounds. Does being blind count? Being blinded by a bright light count as a small wound? Since it didn't actually hurt my eyes, I'm just blind.
No,
No.
it's only a status effect. It's not like damaging.
So heal small wounds wouldn't work. Um.
It like more of a like dispel would.
Can I tell if what's hitting me is attached to a thingy, like a melee attack or a distance attack?
I'll say yes. You got hit
Okay, good.
by one melee. Well, I mean a double attack, but one melee and then a double attack of arrows.
Distance. Okay, so I am going to go all in on the one that I know is a melee because I can tell where he's at basically. Um, and I'm going to take my fire blade. I'm going to cast weapon enchant weapon on it, and I'm going to enchant it with my earth spike. So basically trying to turn it into sort of a lava blade. I don't know how much you'll give me, but that's what I'm trying to do. And then I am going to swing for the fences.
You know, when you said that, I was picturing the like old ancient like I guess that I don't even know if they used it in ancient times or like not ancient, but like those swords that were like it was like a cone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they were actually real life, but I know they were in like Final Fantasy VII. Where like you had a handle and it was just like a giant like uh curved in cone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So I get, let's see, it's been a while since I've done a melee attack. Plus one
I
hit
don't
for
know if
my
I can consider
gloves.
that as a rapier though.
Kind of like a grenadier or something.
Well, I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look like a lava rapier. You can say it however you want, DM wise. That's my intentions by having my fire sword in the shape of my rapier and enchanting it with my earth. I'm trying to make a lava rapier. Um,
Yeah, I'm saying
so
I'm not.
that's plus 5.
I'm not. I don't think that would work. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, oh.
Have you tried enchanting this sword with other elements before?
I've enchanted my water blade with spark. I've never done this one. This is the newer of the two. I've had the water blade for the while. Fire blade I got a little bit before we went on that trip with Toriel.
Okay, I will say yeah. It's a um. It's more of like a hardened magma in
Okay.
the sense that it's like you can see the heat coming out of it. Like it's like a red hot blade, but it's like hard to the touch, but it's thin.
Gotcha.
I can go with that.
Okay.
But you don't have like any
Um,
bonus spikies out of it.
okay.
But
That's
I'll
something to
give you
work
the
for.
+4 fire damage. So roll it as if it's a regular rapier, but then you get +4 fire damage.
What about the earth damage I'm enchanting into it?
But what's the Fireblade's normal damage?
The Fireblade acts just like a normal rapier, except for it's on fire. So it would be my normal rapier damage, which is a 1d6, I believe. The only
Yeah.
reason I'm using this over my rapier is because it's
Roll.
helps me see.
I'll say you could roll a d8, but add fire and have the fire damage
Okay.
in addition.
Okay. So right now I'm looking at attack. So grip is +1, agility, so that's +4, so that's +5. But my skill level with rapier is level 4, which gives me a bonus of 2, so it's +7 for my attack. A 18 and a 12 for my hits.
18 hits.
Six damage. After I strike with this, that I do plan on actually working on, because this does sound like it could be a really cool combination. But either way, after I strike with it, I realize the only reason I'm using my Fireblade instead of my proper rapier is because fucking I wanted to see, but now I'm blind. So I kind of I put my Fireblade back and draw my proper rapier.
Hold on, my like router is taking a dog doo doo real quick.
Yeah. Well, firebomb is probably the closest kind of weapon type to what you're probably thinking of that I can think of. If you're still on that same thought track.
No.
Sorry, I couldn't let it go.
You never can.
No.
Oh, that's what I forgot. I was wondering why my damage was not adding up like it's supposed to. Oh well. I'll deal with the
My
next one.
main thing is like I'm not understanding on how, like it makes sense how fire works and water works or whatever, and the spark adding to the water is that it's just how does, without like changing it for away from a rapier. Like if it was a longsword, then I could be like, okay, yeah, it's like the shape with some pole, whatever. But like,
I was more so just thinking, honestly, logistics wise, I was just expecting to roll my rapier and add my earth spike damage. Looks wise, I was thinking, the fire blade starts to like get these chunks of rock in it and make it look like, flowing mag. No, it's not actually. It's not an effect that done yet. I was just going for the aesthetic of like, I got a magma sword.
okay, because I
But
couldn't get the aesthetics on my end, so like,
damage wise, I was just expecting, regular rapier damage plus the damage for my earth spike, because that's what enchant weapon normally does, is it adds the damage from the element I'm adding.
I mean that would work. It's just I'm not, the whole point about, so where I was getting caught up with is the whole point about a race that's quick, nimble, and that, and then you're adding rock, which
Yeah,
completely away the whole finesse part of rapier.
that is a good point.
That's where I was hung up.
Maybe
I'm like,
maybe go for Indian blade then. The rock and then hardens become Indian.
that could have, but I was not there. I was still
I didn't
hung
know
up
for
on
next time.
like, how does a rock become finessable?
Obsidian's very finessey.
Yeah, but
Shoot.
I didn't have obsidian on my brain. Yeah. Anyways, you hit one.
Yep. And then, like I said, I realized the only because ultimately it's weaker than my proper rapier. And the only reason I had it out was for light, but now I'm blind. So I sheath my fire sword and pull out my proper rapier.
Okay.
And then
Uh,
I end my turn.
all right. It's their turn now.
Mhm.
And I mean, the entire time you're hearing a whole bunch of tappings and sounds all around. Um. Oh, that's a +4, so 17 misses, correct?
Mhm.
Uh, 17, 13, 7, and a net 1 miss, and then a 5, a 19, a 12, and a 6.
19 hits. So how long am I blind for?
3 turns, I told you.
Oh, I must have zoned that one out.
9 or 13 damage.
How is that fair?
Because I said it's fair.
That's so not fair. Just because
Yeah.
you put an equal sign, I take more damage. Entirely not fair.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at that. My bad. No, I respect it. Good point. I mean, it's still a 5 and a 8, so 13. Oh no,
Instead
no,
of
no, no,
5
my
and
bad,
an
my
8.
bad. It's +2 on each. So a 3 and a 6. So 9.
So 9.
I said 9 initially, didn't I? Yeah.
No, you said 13 right away.
Well, I said 9 and then I noticed that it already calculated it.
Okay. Um, my turn.
Yes. That was
That was turn number 2.
arrow shots.
Arrow shots. Um, did I notice if the guy I stabbed collapsed or not, or is he still pretty much
Still
breathing on
standing.
me? Okay, so I'm gonna swing for him. I can't use targeting, obviously, since I'm blind, and targeting requires me seeing where I'm pushing my blade. Um, but I am going to, int my weapon, but I'm gonna put firebolt into it. So add a D4 fire damage, and I have weapon infusion. It doesn't cost me anything, but I have to roll a D20. And if I get a 5, I get +2. If I get a 10, +3, 15, +5, 20, +6.
Okay.
I don't necessarily remember what we were doing with that skill. I think I was just pushing mana into it, to be honest.
Sounds about right.
16.
That hits.
Well, no, that was for my weapon infusion, so that's another +5.
Oh yeah, okay, that's right. I remember that part now.
Okay, so for my actual hits, it will be +1, +2, +7. A 17 and a 26.
Both hit.
Okay, so then the damage is gonna be +1 lightning. So it's a D6 +1 +5 for my strength and +5 for my weapon infusion. 6 +6. So the base damage is, damn, I rolled an at 1, so 7. And then it does a D4 of fire damage, which gets it another 1. Fuck me. And then 2d4 of lightning damage due to the runes put on it for 6. So a grand total of 7, 8, 13 damage. No. Yes, 13 damage.
14.
14 damage. 14 damage. That was such a good lead up to. Oh wait, I hit with both. Why did I only roll once? I gotta roll again. God damn it. D6 +6. So that's another 8. 3d4. and another 6. So another 14 damage. So 28 damage.
Okay.
That's my total.
You slash through, and well, you swing, you hit, and whatever, and then you come back, and you're like, and then you hear like a collapse amongst all the sounds.
Woot!
All right. So this is the end of your turn 2.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's their turn. Um. Ouch. Okay, so nat 20, a 10, nat 20, a 17.
Well, yeah, the 2 nat 20s hit, the 17 doesn't.
All right, then a 21, 11,
Hit.
a 1, and a 1.
Misses. I'm probably going to be in a lot of trouble here pretty soon.
23 damage.
23. Bam.
Um, and like, you feel like you got hit more that turn, and it's just you hear the cackles and sounds, the tapping just get louder and louder.
Well, it's turn 3, so can I see now?
No, I said you're blinded for 3 turns. You that
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to go through 3 turns before you get your sight back.
I did.
Oh, that was your
I got
second
attacked
turn.
3 times.
That was only your second turn.
I only acted twice. They acted 3 times. They acted first.
Yeah. So you're the end of the turn order then.
Oh, fuck you. Can I tell if any of the ones that hit me this time were melee combat or no?
2 are melee.
I
And
attacked the one on my leftist most side with the same thing I just did.
okay.
20 plus 7. It's 13 and 15.
The 15 hits.
Weapon infusion is a 4, so that gives me +1. +11 base damage. And 5 elemental damage, so 16 damage in total.
Excellent. Is that it for your turn?
That is it.
Oh. No, wrong thing. I didn't want to draw a square. I wanted to draw a line. Alright. You finish a turn, and you can feel your sight coming back. Eh. As like the darkness is going away, you can see that you can start making out the bodies all around you.
Yeah, I'm straight fooked. Straight fooked. Fooked in the boot hole. Okay.
And then they go.
Yep, it's their turn.
Oh. So now that you can see, eh. Oh yeah. Yeah, so for the 20. Nope, nope, nope. All right,
Damn, I
so we
got 3
have
times.
8,
3 hits.
22, 9, 17. So the 22 hits, and then a 1, 19, 19, and a 6. So
The 219s hit.
eh, dead.
Is I dead? I is dead.
What are you doing? What's going on?
I'm facing like 16 goblins, okay?
Why would you do this?
For funsies.
It's not my fault.
Totally blame the DM.
All right, you get attacked. And that one it was uh, well, 1 melee and 2 arrow attacks. And yeah, you get hit by a lot of pain, and it's too much, and then your vision starts to go black again. But as you're collapsing, you like look up and you can see, and on top of this, like you take a second to get your surroundings, and you have
Mhm.
you're in like a kind of like a large like dome of a cave, and in the ceiling is like a giant um what looks like a diamond or crystal of nature's, shaped in like a very weird way, and the source of the light is coming from there. But we're like when you're falling off on the side, like you're falling backwards, you're not seeing the bright light. There's actually a beam that shoots straight down to the center of the room. So literally the whole fact of you were standing in the middle of the room and looked up was you. I, I'm not gonna tell you how you think, but yeah, as you're falling down,
Mhm.
you like look up and you see this crystal you can see like the light. There's a concentrated part of light that's going straight down, but
Mhm.
this is the source and it's dispersing light in all directions. And yeah, you collapse.
Okay.
Uh,
Not much I could do.
Donnie.
Yes.
Um.
What's the matter, poopers?
Oh, you're poopers. Yeah. So
Mhm.
the secretary comes in by you and she's like, so we're no longer accepting. Our visiting hours are over. Essentially, like we're no longer accepting applicants for the day. Um, I am headed home, and I advise that you should too.
Pains me to say this, but we have 3 days to a week. So suppose this is acceptable.
She
We
goes,
will
she
swear in.
as you're saying that, she kind of stops, or she kind of like jumps in. She's like, I mean, you could sit here all you want, but like the gates are closing, so no one's gonna be coming to visit.
We knights need rest too. I doubt adventurers are going to be too active during these hours, anyways. So this is fair. Yes, we will take rest.
Okay, so you leave and make your way to.
I think we were staying at the palace, actually.
No, you were staying in the temple quarter area.
Didn't Zahn have rooms arranged for us somewhere?
Yeah, you were like down here, near 26 or 24.
26 or 24.
You were either
Where's
down here or you were down here.
I like 26 Ziggurat of Heroes.
Yeah, you're like down over here. So you make your way there and you get your food and you head to bed.
All right.
Gnomeface,
Mm-hmm.
you you're you like start to come to, um,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel like someone's trying to talk to you.
I kind of look around and kind of go, and then I kind of put my hand on my chest and cast heal. And
You're face down.
I flop my hand around and I try to bring it as close to my body as I can and to at least touch myself and then cast heal.
You don't get that far yet.
Well, that's what I do. Try to do.
Yeah. As you know, someone's like, "Hey," and they're kind of pushing, and you're like, "Uh, eh," or that type of thing. You don't just all of a sudden go from like being completely incapacitated to flailing your arm. Come on now.
I just wiggling arms.
Eh,
I have to
and
flail
and, and
wildly.
anywho, they're like, "Hey, do you need some help, sir?" And you're just like, and they see your arm, and so you feel a warmth glow on like your back,
Huh,
like,
somebody else cast heal on me.
and you get enough hit points to you come to, and you're like, huh? What's
So
going
I
on?
look up and I go, "Hi, who are you?"
He goes, oh, I'm Bernard.
"Hi, Bernard. Why am I not dead?"
Uh, I don't know. Are you
Oh,
sleeping on the side of the road?
I wasn't. I was blowing up goblins and I blinded myself and then they kicked my ass. Pretty sure they were going to eat me.
Are you sure are you on drugs?
I'm a little loopy. I did almost die.
Oh, but seriously, were you fighting goblins? Because there's some goblins around here. I don't know where,
Yes,
but
I was fighting goblins. That way, Mountain don't go in there. They're pissed off.
he looks to where you're pointing, and he's like, that's uh, that's the ocean."
I do know that I'm pointing in the right direction, right? Or am
No,
I being somehow
you never
magically confused?
assessed your surroundings when you woke up.
Oh, okay. I was kind of figuring pointing towards the way marker. I figure I still have the quest to kill him since I didn't do it.
That's a fair point. I'll allow you to be like they're that way, and then he says that, and you're like, wait, where's the way marker? Oh, they're over
Okay,
there.
I'll take that. I'll take that. That is reasonable. And I point towards the way marker and I go, that way, mountains, dickheads, don't fight them.
There's, did did you try to fight a clan all by yourself?
Yep.
All right, come with me. And he just like potato sack throws you over his shoulders and plops you down on conveniently a whole bunch of sacks of potatoes in his
I, I
cart.
kind of, I kind of grumble and go, "Can I eat one of your potatoes?"
He's like, knock yourself out, but not
I
literally.
grab a potato.
I already brought you back to life once.
I chuckle, grab a potato, and take a chunk out of it.
And then he
Ooh.
jumps on his
Uh,
horse.
Before he takes off, I go, "Do you got any salt?"
He goes, salt? No, but if you want me to stop, you can take a jump in the water real quick.
Nah,
That is
I'll
the
eat a pie.
ocean, after all.
Yeah, ocean water and actual salt don't really work as well. But I'll be fine. Thank you. And I kind of just collapse and go over my gains because I did actually get a pretty decent gain.
Your
even though I got
game.
my ass whooped.
I love
Gains.
it. I love it.
You literally took over being Donnie.
The games.
I'm kind of just like in gamer mode right now. That's like that's all my character is really trying to think of to keep himself going, keep himself in gamer mode. But either way, I go over my gains. I see I got a couple levels in some of my skills, and I eat my potato.
All right. So yeah, you do this, and he pulls up to the gate at Kodath, and he's like, do you have? Will you staying here the night before? Do you have a room, or am I
I
dropping you
got
off
a
at the nearest
room
inn?
at which one was it?
17.
17? Yeah, I got a room at the Hall of the Forgotten One. I say to
Oh,
him.
excellent place. I can actually just drop you off there. I'm headed to the town board.
Would you mind actually dropping me off closer to a food stand? Apparently getting fucked up, it makes you kind of hungry. And my inn doesn't provide dinner, only breakfast.
I mean, I can just bring you over to the park with the job board. It's always got some, pop up food stands there.
Perfect. I need food.
All right. So he brings you there. Um, he goes, I hope that potato was enough to get you to walk on your own now.
Oh, much appreciated. I hope to find whatever kind being saved my ass. Hopefully they killed all those fuckers. And I wave to him as I kind of like start sniffing around looking for food. What is
Okay.
wrong, dog?
So you do so. You walk. So you're in like the plaza area where the job board is in the middle. You're off to like one of the sides, and you make your way to some food. I mean, take like 5 Floyds away for some food. It is
Yep.
street food and that. So I mean, it's probably pretty good. Um. Yeah. So the guy ends up meeting like the guy who dropped you off ends up meeting with someone. And it looks like he sold his potatoes to someone, or it was an errand. I don't know. He just started hauling it from one cart to another. Um. And yeah. So were you planning headed to the inn afterwards?
Yep. Get some food, get my food, enjoy my food, munch on it as I walk towards my inn, and plan either going back there tomorrow with a little more security, maybe find a teammate, or just saying fuck it and doing something else. I'm not certain what I want to do, so I kind of think about it as I munch and walk.
That's fair. All right. So unless you guys have anything in particular that you want to do once you get back to the inn.
No.
Okay. You all
Very focused.
you both make it back to the inn pretty safe and sound, and you climb on up into your beds and you rest the night away. No, this
Have
would
to be
be
ready.
day 2 at Quotas, right? Technically day 3.
Well, yeah, I think we're going into day 3.
No, because Gnomeface only stayed here once. So the first day was him arriving, and this is day 2. Because you just showed up in the morning the first day. And then you fought
Oh,
the first night. Alright,
so we're going. Yeah.
Gnomeface, what in your items list do you currently not have on you?
I currently not have on me.
Did you take anything out of your...
No, I haven't really used anything in a while, except for last time I used anything was on the boat when I threw out my bottle of booze. But other than that, everything is normal. I haven't used any of it.
No, I meant like, did you leave any of this stuff at like, Brockheart somewhere, or like at...
No,
So everything sheets on...
technically, yes.
Okay.
we haven't really done anything with inventory, so I don't know how I'm carrying all of it. But technically, yes.
Of course.
Hmm. Like the implication. I don't like it one bit.
All right. So you were full. You checked your stuff when you put it away, and that you currently do not have on your possession your Minotaur horn.
I thought we got rid of that.
I just asked you if there's anything on your character in your inventory. You didn't
Oh,
have
I read over it because it's ever. I mean, technically, yes, I still have it, but I can read. I was able to read the language. I just never did anything with it after I learned the spell it gave me. Bandit armband, we never did anything with, but it's
All right.
technically there.
Yeah. Either way, the Minotaur horn is missing, and you are out 920 gold or Floyd's.
Really? I got fucking robbed?
You technically died.
Oh, yeah.
It beats losing all your experience like Dark Souls.
Oh, so you're making this is like are you saying this is like a resurrection cost so that I didn't my character doesn't understand it's a resurrection cost, but for my sake it's like a resurrection cost?
I'm just talking out my ass here. I don't know what
I was
damage.
asking Dan because he said technically I died.
Meta wise, you don't know if the goblins robbed or took stuff off you and then threw you out, or if they cleared that, like they brought you outside or something, and someone fought them off and then someone took you out and then robbed you, or what?
Okay. Well, that's what I mean. Like my character doesn't understand. But you said I technically died. So in my head, is for my sake as a person, you're basically saying this is a resurrection cost.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I was just saying, your dude passed out, and he woke up and he's missing some stuff.
Got it.
That's all your character knows.
Okay. Well, I curse, but luckily it wasn't anything major, and money can easily be replaced. So I kind of just accept it as the cost of my foolishness and keep going.
Yeah, I was really upsetting when I looked at your character sheet. And I'm like, there's so much shit you haven't used. And then I asked you if
Mm-hmm.
like what you actually put away in storage, and you're like nothing. I'm like, damn it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna get something that's not important. And I figured the Minotaur
Mm-hmm.
horn, that's a key item. Like that should be important. And
But we already
you
used
could
it up.
just throw it in the sea if you really wanted to. Apparently.
Mm-hmm. I learned the spell off of it.
Anywhere.
Um. Yeah. At that notion, I'm gonna end it there. End this
Yeah, and I'd
session.
like to talk to you after this.
Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for us for this episode, everyone. Donnie posted his job, or Gale posted his job and interviewed two people. Gnomeface was in a heat of rage and just wanted something to shoot, and ended up foolishly wandering in without checking his surroundings.
Yep.
He would have been fine if he didn't just get
Pull a
mesmerized by
Donnie
a random
Danger and
spell.
stare at a bright light.
Yeah, but bad luck happens sometimes. So join us next time as we find out if the two are going to bump into each other, or if Gnomeface is going to go out for a revenge, or with a vengeance. So,
We'll
once
find
again,
out.
like and subscribe and review and leave some comments. Let us know what you think, and if you follow me at Bork_17 on Twitter, and I will post about like next week. And yeah, do you guys have anything else to say?
Comment on YouTube if you want us to try something different. Let me know. I check YouTube once a week. Bork has been telling you guys to bug me with it, and even that's not getting me any comments, which is kind of saddening because I do see that you guys watch us on there.
But they haven't. These ones haven't been posted yet.
We should be at some of the ones where you commented about comments.
Maybe episode 2 is coming out next week of the new season.
You heard it yourselves, fellas. Get up the man bear's ass.
So
he wants it.
Don't worry, guys. I'll look at the other ones. He only looks at the YouTube. So, well, we'll see you later, and see you next time.
See ya.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Later.
Good night, the man bear.
Night night.
Night.